Hey guys, welcome back to another MatchBattlers video, and today, this is this is obviously a video of new cards, the final 3 player abilities at that, and what else, I think that's it, just like final 3 player abilities. Oh, and I'm also going to be, talking about, like, some ideas I have for MatchBattlers, because if you know, I want to add one more thing to the battler cards, and I'll pretty much be done. I just want to add one more thing to the battler cards just to make them, like, more different from each other. Like, they're most likely going to be still very similar and the same, but, you know, just, like, something else added to them just to, like, give it more variety and everything. But basically, these are the final 3 for set 1 of the player abilities. There's 14 as of right now. I don't really know if I'm going to add any more player abilities or any new type of card into the game from the new thing I'm going to add to the battler cards, but right now this is the final 3, and yeah, I'll just explain everything, my ideas later on. I'm going to get to the cards first though, so let's get started on that. I also did some few balance changes to the other player abilities, like Toxin Fumes. I think got a little bit of a buff. Power Charge got like a nerf and everything. Fatigue got a little buff, like, you know what I mean? Because I've been testing them more. But let's get into the first one. This is called Armory, and again, I'm gonna be making the stats digital, but this is called Armory. So Armory, no matter what, if there's like spells in the game, whatever kind of effect cards, Armory was always there. So this one, you know, obviously Armory's got to be here. And actually, this card has some pretty cool stuff on it. So it's got blasters like shotgun or blaster. You have the Sword of Blizzard Berserker. You have Gust of Taurus's Warhammer. You have Heavy Armor Knight Shield. This is actually one of the cards that are in here, right here. I'll get to that when I get to it. And then this one, this is actually new, because this is there's a card in the game called Nerth. He's like a blue knight and everything, and one of his attacks is, he's got like an axe, but one of his attacks is assault rifle, but it's not actually in the art. So here it is. This is actually, well, this is the back of it. Like, you got like the stock and then the handle, but that's actually the back of Nerth's assault rifle right here. So I think it was a pretty cool add-on. There's not the front. Like, I could have put like the whole entire gun here, then it actually would have been like pretty darn cool, because, you know, but I didn't think of that. I just put the back there. But anyway, let's get to the effect of this one. So it costs 3 energy, like every single other card. Not really, but actually no, not at all. The other 2 you'll see are completely different, completely opposite to each other. But plus 3 power to all your battlers that are attacking this turn. This is just like a brief summary just to help me when I'm testing it. But that's pretty much all it does. It's such like a simple effect, yet it can be like huge, because it just adds 3 power to all your battlers that are attacking this turn, which, I mean, can be like big though, because if you have like 2 battlers, one of them has like 25 power and the other one only has like 20, but you use Armory, then this one has like 28, which, if they have, like, let's say, like a 4-point battler with defense, 25 against that is, you know, it's not like super risky, but there's a good chance that they're going to beat that, because you're somewhat attacking them with 21 power if you, like, you know, minus the 4 from the defense. But with 28, right? Yeah, 28, you're going to be attacking them with 24, which is pretty darn good. And I mean, it might seem kind of weird that it's like, well, it's only 3 more power, but there, like, I like know this for like a fact. 1 or 2 power difference, or like literally the smallest differences, can be huge. MatchBattlers is like one of those games where it's like small differences or like small things have like big impacts. So like, because there's times, and actually this next card, this one literally proves my point. But there's like times where it's like, dang, if I just had 1 or 2 more power, I would have gotten them, and then I would have been such a good position. But, you know, but Armory, I definitely like this card. It's probably one of my favorite ones. It's just like a classic card. Also goes really well with like this. Actually, These three cards are perfect because this one goes really well with this one over here, and then the next card kind of proves my point. But this one's called Close Call, and this is actually the set 1 0 energy ability because I think set 1 and set 2. Set 2 has 1. I think that's it. I think they both only have 1 0 energy ability. But so this one, it's called Close Call. Costs 0 energy. If any of your battlers lose by 1 or 2 power when defending, which means like during your opponent's turn when they're attacked, it is now a tie. Which, okay, this one seems ridiculous. I'm talking fish out of water. You have no idea. But this card is actually insane. I actually don't even need to test this card at that because I actually haven't tested it yet, which, it's not the smartest idea, but I mean the stats are digital, so this is just like the first stat for it. But I already know this is gonna be freaking good because I actually played a few games, and I'm telling you, it's like it finishes it off. It's like the biscuits at Thanksgiving. It's so good because if I just had actually happened 3 times, which 3 times is a lot because just 1 time is game changing, but there's 3 of them. If I just had like 1 more power, then it would have been a tie. Or if I just had like 2 more power, then I would have beaten them, which would have put me in like a very good position. But this card, if I had this card, it would have been Value City. I would be running to the hills because like this card is just it would have been so good that match because this effect right here would have been so crucial during that game. And I mean this card, it's only 0 energy, so like it's not gonna be like insane, but this card's like very good in my opinion. Also, this card's actually pretty darn good with Shutdown. I'm gonna be making deck profiles, like basically just like things to help you guys get ideas for decks or whatever, or like just tell you like my opinion or my decks that I created. I'm the creator, but yeah, this is actually in a Shutdown deck. But yeah, I really like this card. It's got Dagger Knight right here. This is actually the axe from Trap. So it's like he fell into a trap and there's the swinging axe. And then his buddy over here, his best friend, his BFF, Blizzard Berserker. Actually, let me show you both the cards. Why not? They're right here. So yeah, Blizzard Berserker and Dagger Knight. So this is actually Blizzard Berserker's arm. And he's like kind of like pulling him back, being like, yo, there's a swinging axe, bro. And he's like, whoa, thank you so much for saving me. I shall give you $1. And he's like, oh, thank you, man. I don't need $1. And he's like, well, we don't take $1. Alright, that's enough. Let's go on to the next card. This is Big Man card. This card's made for heroes, real men. This is made for the cards. This is made for the people with huge beard, giant mustache, and has a thick Italian accent because this card is very strong. And actually overpowered at that. Well, actually, I didn't test it yet, but so this card is. I don't even need to test. Nah, I do need to test this thing. I need to test this thing like there's no tomorrow because this card is just insane. Let me just read you it. If you know how to play MatchBattlers, you already know you're going to be out of your seat, on the edge of your seat. Maybe you don't even have a seat. 8 energy. When used, becomes 2 3-point battlers with these stats, and then 5 for 7, 3 for 5. 3-point battler stats. And they have 2 health when summoned. I forgot to put that on the card, but they have 2 health. So basically, it's 2 3-point battlers with 2 health that cannot attack the turn you spawn them or place them. Insane! That was it was such a rough explanation, but it's crazy because let me just show you the wrath of these. Did I tell you the name of this card? I don't even think I did. This card's name is Wraiths. It's hard to say for me. I'm bad at pronouncing Wraiths. Like like the Wraith in Halo, the big thing that like shoots. It's like a big catapult cannon thing. Yeah, this is what it's called, but with an S. Wraiths. So because there's 2 of them. They're like big fighter drones, and I'm talking big. These things are probably like bigger than cars. So that they're very powerful. They're very strong in the kingdoms. Like they're castle defenses for the air. But yeah. So if this is your deck right now, this is your 3 people, then if you use Wraiths, if you want to be that guy and be cool, you'd actually have 2 of these cards and put them like around, so it's like you actually have Wraiths. But I don't really have much room here, but basically you would have boom, and then let's just pretend this is the other Wraith. Boom. So you have 5 battlers. I mean, these both only have 2 health, and they can't attack because this is the turn you use them. So they can only attack after your opponent's next turn, but still, 5 battlers is insane. And this card, Armory, says +3 power to all your battlers attack in this turn. So if you like roll for all of them, you're not going to get guaranteed good rolls every turn. So let's say Gus is strong. So let's say he gets something. Let's say Berserker doesn't, Dagger Knight doesn't. Then you would only have Gus, but because you have Wraiths, let's say they get something, and then let's say they do, but it's like kind of risky, but you're like, yeah, let's go for it. And then you place Armory, then you would have these 3 attacking, and then these 2 can like give, and can either like a support or give an effect to them. So it's pretty darn crazy. Armory, I feel like, could be really good in this deck. I'm thinking of making, I'm going to be making deck profiles, but basically I was thinking of making a deck called Swarm, or something around that line, where it basically has these 2, and you just like wham your opponent with like a ton of attacks. Now there is a rule though that kind of kills this card, where you can only attack each battle, like each I was about to say Tattler. If each battler can only be attacked once each turn, so you can't get 5 attacks and just completely wallop your opponent. You can only attack with 3. But again, you don't get guaranteed good attacks every turn. So, but anyway, I gotta definitely test this card. Probably gonna be big nerfs to it because this card's just pretty darn insane. I don't want to give them 1 health. I feel like that's so like useless because, I mean, they're 3-point battlers. If you kill them, you still get the points. So actually, this card kind of sucks against Blood Forest, which is actually pretty big because Shutdown killed Blood Forest, but this card kind of just buffed Blood Forest now. So. Because Blood Forest, it's like, oh man, you have such an advantage against this card. But, you know what I mean, or this card can actually counter Blood Forest. I don't know, many different interactions. It depends how the battle's going, but yeah, now I'm just going to explain my ideas. But my favorite out of these 3, I think Wraiths, just because of how interesting it is. And also, this replaced Turret. Turret was basically the exact same thing as this, but it only spawned 1 battler. This spawns 2. And Torrent was like 4 energy, so basically another 4 energy for like the same thing. But yeah, and then actually there is a ability in set 2 that would probably be insane with these cards. Basically, it's called Outnumber, where basically you can attack an enemy battler multiple times. So let's say you did get all 5 of your battlers, or 4 of them, having good attacks. You can actually use all of those attacks with that ability, because you can hit multiple battlers like multiple times, which I mean is just like insane. But anyway, let me tell you my ideas, because this video is pretty darn long. I think you guys like the long videos though, I don't really know. But anyway, so this was my first idea. Take a deep breath, but basically it was I forgot it. Oh, it was like they were called, what do you call them? Like, they were like keyword effects for like the battler cards. I'll use Dagger Knight for this example. So basically, you have both of the attacks. I said this in another video. It's going to be split down the middle, and there's going to be split right here. So there's going to be 2 boxes and then 2 like bigger boxes. And I'm going to put the numbers that you need to land on the dice right here, like basically the attack roll numbers, and then I'm going to put the like how much power you get for rolling that number right next to it, like on here. So then I'll have this whole entire little box section open, so I can put like whatever I want there. It would get rid of the battler attack names. I mean, the attack names don't do anything, and I think I would rather have the cards have more variety and more something more cooler in the game than just having, you know, oh, he's a Kingdom's Guard. Oh, he's got Dagger Blade. Bro, he's Dagger Knight. Of course he's going to have Dagger Blade. There's a Kingdom behind me. Of course he's going to be a Kingdom's Guard. Ridiculous. This is absolutely dumb card. We're not even using this one anymore. No, I'm kidding. This card is the best card in the game. And then we have, like right here is the keyword thing. So like basically I thought of one called Stun. When this battler deals the damage to an enemy battler, they have like -3 or -2 power to their next attack. That was basically going to be it. And then I think there was like 5 more. There was like assist, and then there was, I honestly forgot all the rest of them. But yeah, there was like 5 more. I have them all written down somewhere, or else I wouldn't even be bringing up this idea because I would have forgot. But that's basically the first one, just like little effects. There would be 6 of them, and then battlers would just like randomly have them. Like Blizzard Berserker would have stun, kind of like the Max, like match his like ice theme, and then Gus would probably have stun as well. But like Dagger Knight, he would have assist because he's like a Kingdom Guard kind of like character. He would have assist to help your other battlers, and yeah, that's basically it. So that was the first one I was thinking of doing. That one is probably the most like important and biggest one. But no, my best idea. That's a much more easier way to put it. That's probably my best idea of the other ones, because oh my god, is the sun in here or what? Because my other ideas, well, the first one was actually giving the battlers almost like Dungeons and Dragons stats. Like, give the card like speed, intelligence, and I forgot that other one, but there basically was, I think I was gonna put size. Like, if like, cause like Dagger Knight's like a human, so he would be like small. And then like, you know, something like actually a Wraith would be like medium, because they're pretty darn big. And then something like, you know, like a Titan would be like large. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really even know about that one, but basically, the overall, the intelligence, the speed, and everything would only match with player abilities, and that doesn't. It's not really like that good. I don't really know if I like that, so I'm kind of just throwing that one out of the picture here. And then there was another one. I think it was like Palace cards or like Kingdom cards. I actually tried adding those a long time before, and not that they don't work. They actually kind of do work. I don't want to do it because I don't want to add anything too big into the game, because I mean, the rules already didn't change that much, like, at all. The biggest change is that you have 2 player abilities each turn. No, what? No, sorry. That you have 2 player abilities instead of 1 in each deck. That's literally like the biggest change. Actually, no, it's probably the energy. You just get 1 energy each turn. That's probably the biggest rule change that happened since my last rule video. Which, I mean, that's not impressive at all. But it doesn't need to be, because that means it's simple, which is actually really good. But I think I'm going to go with my first idea, because I feel like that one's really good. There's only 6 as of right now. I don't think there's going to be any more, because I don't want to add, like, too many. But that's basically my idea, like, right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This video is incredibly long for just, like, 3 cards. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to upload more daily, because I've been slacking, hacky sacking for a while. But anyway, guys, that's it.